We have something to unbox. Let's do it. Hey you guys, it's Dani. Today we are unboxing the new Somnia Tarot Illustrated Edition. It just came in to my P.O. box today and I'm so excited. Okay. Let us open. It is like stuffed in there. So like, I'm like scared to cut open. Okay. We coming, y'all. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you for bringing my project to life. Picture of Nicholas on the back. Oh my god, y'all, look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, wait. Should we do side by side? Let's do a side by side. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it. All right. So here we have the Somnia Tarot and the Illustrated Edition. So let's get to opening. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Sorry. Look at that. Stamped with the name. The Somnia Tarot. So beautiful. And our muslin maroon bag. The other one came in a navy muslin, not muslin, organza bag. So I'm going to put these aside over here. Then we have a card with all the codes and social media on the back. So let's open this up. Oh, I'm so excited. I should probably put this in order. Let me do that before we open it. Okay. Hold, please. Okay. So this is now in order. I don't know if it's going to be in the right minor order, but it's in the right order. We can switch them around as we go. Okay. So let's unbox this. I also have our little guidebook. I'm wondering if that's going to be the same. I know I have the big one as well, but one inside. Ooh. So this is now a chunky little book. Look at this. Oh, wow. We're going to have to compare these. I wonder if this is going to be more like the big book. We'll have to take the big book out later and check it out. Look at these backs. You want to see the backs of these? That was this. I mean, impressed. Oh, check it out. It's the star and the backs. Folds up. This is the back here. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Okay, look at the gilding. Oh, boy. Oh, so we're going to have some new stuff. Oh, my God. So pumped. This. Let's see what we got. Oh, these feel so good. Definitely better cardstock than this. So we have this little boy kind of sitting atop in the moonlight. And here we go. So I love the choice of the titles at the bottom, very much RWS style. These are type font, it looks like, not drawn. At least I don't think. But it has the same feel. So we can see clearly the darkness versus the clarity in what's happening in the picture. So already I'm obsessed because we don't have to squint to see what's happening in this scene. Okay. Magician. Okay, I will say I do love this atmosphere over this one. But I'm still impressed. Love this. We actually have the pillars here. Oh, we can kind of see a face of the Empress. Sewing machine. Our Emperor. See, I do like all the gray. We can almost like see his face here, like the indentions in the fabric for his face. Ooh, I love that. Oh man, you can really see the idea of the trees in the background, like the tree branches in the background. They're like thicker. We have a lot of smoke billowing out of these two pillars. Our lovers. I do like the nods to the RWS coloration in here. Chariot. I love this strength card. The Hermit. I'm wondering how many more people are going to go towards this simply because they're not fans of actual like photography in the tarot, because I know that was a big thing, like, oh, I just love the scenes but I'm not a fan of like photography in my tarot. But this kind of recreates it. It's different, but I think they did, at least thus far, a beautiful job of keeping the same feeling. Although, I mean, you can't deny the impact of a photograph. And I'm one of those people who don't normally go towards photographs, but the atmosphere set and the knowledge of the tarot that Nicholas has is stunning to me. Justice. Hanged Man. I love how we get our shadow still. Death. One of my favorite cards. I think it's beautiful. Temperance. Is it just me, or does a song from TikTok pop in your head every time you see this an image with like a ghost-like figure? I'm not gonna sing it because I'll get dinged, but you know, if you know, you know. The Devil. Such a commanding presence here. The Tower. Again, just being caught in that water. Wow. The Star. The Moon. Oh, I really like the moon really big hanging down here. That emergence out of the water. Another incredibly beautiful picture. I do appreciate the sun in that yellow, but oh, I think it's the depth of the color of the cloak here. It's like my favorite. Judgment, love this. And our World. I almost wish it was a little dirtier here, like it is on her dress, like she's went through it. I mean, we still get the sense of that. Swords. Hey, I did it right. Yay! We got our sword suits. Oh, love this. Love it. Number 3, 4. We don't have this little thing on the side. 5, 6, 7. Again, I really like this because it's hard to see. So there are some aspects of these illustrated ones which I'm just talking. These are first impressions. I'm sure I'm going to adore the illustrated just as much, if not more, because I feel like it's more usable in a weird way. But definitely just kind of seeing the comparisons. Now, honestly, I like this idea better than this one because you can see that she's really close to this opening up. Like she's almost out of this little canal, where here she's very stuck in the mud, but we don't necessarily see a huge way out if she's stuck there, if that makes sense. But here we see that she's stuck, but there's a way out. So I do like that. 9, 10. Love that we can see this. Love that we can see it. It's really hard to see here. This fabric. Page of Swords. Looking out. Our Knight. I love how we get a closer look at what's going on. And the billowing smoke. Queen. Now, I do say, now I do wish that this was the same blue, but I'm sure they have reasons for everything. And our King. Wands. Look at me. Getting them right. Love our Wands. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, I will say it does kind of look like she's floating here. Oh, it does kind of look like they're floating there too. Okay, yeah. We even have our 2 candles. 3. Again, we get clarity. I think that's my favorite part, is that it's so much clearer what's supposed to be happening in the images when we get darker cards. I like the change here where there's no mask on the head like there are here. That's interesting. 5, 6. Again, those yellow backgrounds, I really like them. 7, 8. See, we're inside versus outside here. Different feel. And there we have it crashed and in the water. So beautiful. Love it. We can see the items on the desk a little more clearly. We can see the ship in the background. We have all of our candles and our candelabra kind of face. King. Cups. Oh, look how beautiful. All of everything just overflowing. You can see it so well. We even had the smoke billowing out of the well. Of the bucket of the well. Whereas it's a little harder to see the splashes, like at first glance. Whereas here you see it immediately coming out of the well. So pretty. This is still one of my favorite images. Again, these are all dark gray versus the navy that's in the pictures. I wonder if there was a reason for switching the color. 4 or 5. 6. We got that golden hour tone. Oh, I love this card. Probably one of my favorite 7 of Cups. Just because I love the dynamic, like all these buckets holding something coming down. I don't know, I just really love it. 8, 9, 10. Oh, I love it. Page of Cups is another one of my favorite cards. Knight. Look at our Queen. King. I like the splash is made like a crown around his head almost. And y'all know I love that etched look. Those like all the fine lines and dark lines in my art. And so just the style of this makes me very happy. 2, 3, 4. I love the look of the, like, up close look of the burying of the pentacles. 7, 8, 9, 10. I love the big tree. That growth. It's a little more clear here than here. And our page. Our knight. Oh, that's so pretty. Queen. And king. And we have another extra card here where we have... Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? How fun. So these are our new cards. I wonder if the guidebook says anything about them. Let's see. Where are you, guidebook? Are you under here? Probably. Yep. All right. Let's see. There's really no mention of them in here. And I'm going to be honest, when I'm waiting for something new, I really don't follow and nitpick and go through and read everything I can about it. I like wait till I have it in my hands. So I'm going to be honest, I really don't know anything about these 2 new cards, but I can say I love the art and I love the feel. So I'm just going to set these 2 aside. So let's go ahead and shuffle these. Like I said, the cardstock already feels really good in the hand. Ooh, it's a very substantial, like thicker deck, but it is tarot sized. I want to say, let's see, a little smaller than this. Yes. So if you have the first one, it is the size kind of like without the borders. Honestly, pretty much. So it kind of fits into the navy on the back. So it is regular tarot size. These were a little larger. So we do have that. So it moves really good. I will say there is no sticking. It does not stick Do you see that? There's no like weird edges. But I don't know, but it does get your hands glittery. Can you see that? We got some glitter hands. That's okay. These are like matte and they do flow really well, even though the back is embossed with this. You can see? But there is a good flow to them. Well, y'all know I'm not very good at this, but they do feel really good in the hands. So let's shuffle a bit and choose a card, and we'll take a look at the guidebooks and see if there's any difference. I won't put you through reading all of them, but I'm going to look at the big book as well as the new book and the little white book that we had in the first one. All right. Now, I will say it's going to take a little time to get these softer, I think, but I do think that they move really well. It's a little stiff right now, but that's, I mean, it's brand new. Woo! We have the 5 of Swords. So, let's start with the old one, because the old one is literally just like keywords. So 5 of Swords, dynamism, determination, self-destruction, and that's it. So let's take a look at our new book, though, because we actually have some chunks. So let's see. Swords. 5. So we have our same keywords, and it says the 5 of Swords. I'll let you see it while I read it. The 5 of Swords depicts a character vigorously ascending a ladder in an attempt to retrieve the treasure of glistening swords. However, the character's ascent is impeded by a web of rope that prevents him from completing his predetermined goal. An aggressive spark is ignited within the character, and it pushes him to fight through the barricade. His efforts are a futile waste of energy as the ropes bind him further, yet he continues. The character invades a previously undisturbed sanctuary of lush greenery. Likened to grave robbing, his act of intrusive discretion backfires, resulting in a karmic exchange between this obtuse aggressor and the violated sanctity of the stone enclosure. So we get so much more. We talk about what's going on, which is very reminiscent of the big guidebook. So I want to go ahead and take a look at that and see what it says so we can compare. Okay, so here is the companion book. And I do have a feeling that we are given the same thing here. Yes. The same exact wording. So this appears to now be here. I'm wondering, let me see. I don't think there was any extras in this book at all. Oh, yes, there were. Now, it's not much, but towards the end, we did get some like sketches and stuff like that. We still have the same about the author in the back. So it looks like they just turned, like even the preface. Yeah, even the preface is the same. So this book has been turned in to the guidebook, which is very, very interesting and very cool that we get this whole book now with our deck. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm about to say like final thoughts. Not really. These are just initial thoughts. Honestly, so glad that I pre-ordered this. So glad that I got it. Didn't have a single lick of trouble from start to finish when I ordered it. It was a wonderful process, just as it was the last time. I think that the illustrated version captures, how do I say this? It captures the images well, but of course it's not going to be able to capture the atmosphere of the photos because they do feel like two totally different decks, even though the images are pretty much spot on. They're pretty much mirrored. the dynamic atmosphere, of course, is not going to be here, because it can only be achieved by the puffs of smoke, the seeing through the fog, feeling the atmosphere. However, being in a photographic, what's my word? A fine art photography deck does hinder colors and tones. Sometimes it does make it hard to see because you want the depth to be there. So like you can't lighten it too much or, you know, too little. And so that's where the issues I think came with this deck, but they're not there here, obviously, because everything is illustrated. Things are popped out, you know, things are changed, rearranged. You can see more clearly. So I will say that where this one lacks, this one picks up. And where this one, I'm going to say, quote unquote, like lacks in atmosphere, this one picks up. So I guess it just depends on what you want to see and what you want to use. Although I do feel like for most readers, this one might be more accessible since it isn't real life photography, because some people do have or do take issue with art forms like that, which, I mean, like I said at the beginning, I'm one of those. Most times I shy away from it, but I just could not shy away from the atmosphere of this one. It was so dynamic to me. So all in all, I'm really excited about this deck. I'm really excited to use it, to see how I feel. I'm wondering if, I was going to say if one will replace the other. Right now, just at first glance, I feel like no, because they're two totally different decks when it comes to atmosphere and, I don't know, like the feeling that surrounds it. I feel like they're two totally different decks. So my point of view as of today, subject to change, but without using the new deck, and just flipping through and having them side by side, I don't feel like one will replace another, but it does complement each other. And I'm really excited to see how I will use both of these decks moving forward. So I would really love to hear what you guys think. Do you have the old one? Do you have the new one? Does it sway you one way or the other? I'm really curious to know. So definitely let me know in the comments down below, and we will talk very soon. I'm sending you all my love. Mwah. Later, Gators.